Everything you need to know about Tom Ackerley and his relationship with Margot Robbie.
Hollywood actress and Barbie star Margot Robbie is reportedly expecting her first child with her husband Tom Ackerley. The news was announced, or rather, her bump was spotted, while they were on holiday in Italy, and since then she has embraced pregnancy style with open arms. Despite being one of the most sought-after stars in the world, Margot has been in a relationship with British film producer Tom Ackerley since 2014, a year after the pair first met on the set of her film Suite Française. The pair then tied the knot at a private ceremony on Australia's Gold Coast in December 2016. Tom is regularly spotted on his famous wife's arm, whether it be the Barbie campaign tour last summer, the Oscars red carpet, where Barbie was up for the highly coveted Best Picture award, or beach trips in Margot's native Australia. Naturally, everyone starts Googling, "Who is Tom Ackerley?" whenever new photos of the couple pop up so they can find out more about Margot's husband. If you're one of those people, read on to find out more about him, how Het met Margot, what films they work on together, and why they'll always have a soft spot for Clapham. Who is Tom Ackerley? Tom was born on 1st January 1990 in Surrey, meaning the Brit-born star is currently 34 years old, the same age as wife Margot. We're not sure exactly what Tom's height is. Reports vary from 6'2" to 6'3", which is hardly surprising considering how tall he looks next to 5'6" Margot. Margot's husband Tom also works in the film industry and has worked with her as a producer on several films including Barbie, Saltburn and I, Tanya through their shared production company Lucky Chap Productions. He also works as a director. Tom and Margot are both producers on the upcoming comedy My Old Ass, starring Aubrey Plaza, which is set for a UK release in September. It follows Elliot Labrant, who has been advised by her future self not to fall in love, and is confident she can avoid it. That is, until she meets the boy her older self warned her about. Tom Ackerley's secret ties to Harry Potter. He might not have the Hollywood kudos his wife has, but Tom has starred in a fair few famous films himself. Before switching to directing, Tom started off as a young actor. He played an extra in the first 3 Harry Potter movies and was also a Slytherin student in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. In fact, right here, you'll see a young Tom being shoved out of the way by Tom Felton's Draco Malfoy. Margot dropped the news during an appearance on The Graham Norton Show in 2020, telling the BBC host and the audience that it was a fact she didn't discover until after they were married. She said, "I was like, had you told me sooner, we would have been married a lot sooner." He was an extra when he was a little kid. He was one of the Slytherin extras when Draco pushes some kids out of the way to see Buckbeak in the 3rd book. He pushes my husband out of the way. What movies has Tom Ackerley worked on? Tom's impressive CV includes assistant director credits on the likes of Macbeth, Pride, and The Two Faces of January. In recent years, he's gained production credits on projects with Margot, the ice skating biopic I, Tanya, in which his wife plays disgraced figure skater Tonya Harding, thriller Terminal, and the Oscar-winning film Promising Young Woman. He and Margot also worked together on the blockbuster film adaptation of Barbie. Unfortunately for Margot, Tom was not cast to play Ken. Fortunately for us, Ryan Gosling was. Was Tom Ackerley involved with Barbie? Last year, Margot Robbie starred as the lead role in Greta Gerwig's film Barbie, and the promotional tour was almost as big as the film itself. As Margot traveled the world with the cast and crew, fans were wondering whether her husband Tom was involved in the blockbuster movie. The answer is yes, he was. Tom worked as a producer on the hit film, as did Margot, and the pair were both named in Barbie's Oscar nomination for Best Film. Where is Tom Ackerley from? Tom was brought up in Guildford, Surrey, and went to school at nearby Godalming College. So how did Tom Ackerley and Margot Robbie meet? The The couple met on the set of 2013's Suite Française, when Tom was the assistant director and Margot was playing the supporting role of Celine. If you can believe it, it was actually Margot who pursued Tom, with Margot telling US Vogue, "I was the ultimate single gal. The idea of relationships made me want to vomit." And then this crept up on me. We were friends for so long. I was always in love with him, but I thought, oh, he would never love me back. Don't make it weird, Margot. Don't be stupid and tell him that you like him. And then it happened, and I was like, of course we're together. This makes so much sense the way nothing has ever made sense before. The couple started dating in 2014, having lived together with 4 other friends in a house share in Clapham, South London, the year before. Apparently, Margot got in touch with the tenants that lived there after they did and asked to rent the house for a party, but it meant moving their things out, and they ended up saying no. Big mistake. Margot's Tarzan co-star Alexander Skarsgård described the manor house as kind of a frat house vibe. The gang were frequently spotted on Clapham Common, as well as partying at infamous nightclub Infernos. Margot and Tom were first spotted out in public together in 2015, attending a Rangers game in New York. Margot had very different looks in those days, as you can see below. Despite both working in the film industry, the pair have managed to keep most details about their relationship private. When did Margot Robbie and Tom Ackerley get married? In December 2016, it was reported that Tom and Margot had tied the knot during a secret ceremony in Byron Bay, Australia. Margot later confirmed the news with an Instagram snap of her ring. Most of the details of the wedding were kept under wraps, as it was reported Margot was determined to keep things as private as possible. It has even been alleged that she ordered the 50 guests to hand over their phones, with the guests reportedly kept in the dark over the location. According to reports, guests were asked to gather at different locations from Byron Bay to the Gold Coast, with a bus collecting them and taking them to the top-secret wedding destination. There was no engagement announcement or any sign that the couple were taking their relationship to the next step. In fact, the first sign of a wedding was when Margot was spotted at an airport in 2016 wearing a t-shirt with the slogan, "Say I Do Down Under." Margot previously opened up about how the couple chose to skip their honeymoon, having work-related commitments that prevented them from jetting off. Opening up about filming I, Tonya directly after, Margot said, "There were times when we were sitting in a car parked in Atlanta, freezing cold, being like, we should be on a beach, we should be on a honeymoon. What are we doing? Following our dream." Are Margot Robbie and Tom Ackerley pregnant? In July 2024, rumors surfaced that Margot and Tom were expecting their first child. Although sources confirmed to People, neither Margot nor Tom have confirmed as of yet, but her growing bump would suggest they are indeed true. Expanding their family could mean a move away from California. In a previous interview discussing whether children were on the cards, Margot explained she'd move back to her home country, explaining, "The kids will be in Australia." Where do Margot Robbie and Tom Ackerley live now? We know the couple first lived together in a 5-bedroom shared house in Clapham. However, when Margot and Tom then took their relationship to the next level, they moved out and into their own place in Shepherd's Bush. Now they currently live in a $2.7 million property in Los Angeles. They are often seen at awards shows, premieres, and industry events together. Occasionally, they are spotted out on dinner dates too, with Soho being one of their favorite places to visit in London. When the couple are chilling at home, we know they enjoy watching Love Island and Tom's old stomping ground, Harry Potter. In an interview with The Mirror in 2021, Margot said, "I seem to love a lot of British things. I love Harry Potter. I love my husband, and I love Love Island. It's great." She also told the publication that her husband helps ease her anxiety before she starts shooting a new project. Apparently, he says, "You always do this. You'll be fine." They've been able to afford such a luxurious pad because they're both high-earning Hollywood stars. Not only that, but Margot and Tom actually own a production company called Lucky Chap Productions together, meaning that the pair often work together. In a recent interview with E!, Margot said, "I am so lucky. He likes being behind the camera. He's not fazed by any of this stuff. He's just the best. It's so fun, she said, adding that she loves being married to a normie. All my friends, everyone's like, that's cool what you do, but it's more fun just to hang out and talk about other stuff. In 2018, she also spoke to Porter and gave a rare glimpse into their relationship dynamic. I'm a great advocate of doing business with your partner, she said. Being married is actually the most fun ever. Life got way more fun somehow. I have a responsibility being someone's wife. I want to be better. In July 2024, the couple launched their boutique gin brand, Papa Salt, in the UK. They celebrated the launch at Soho House, and Tom gave a speech while doting Margot looked on. The gin is made on Byron Bay in Australia, and the company is run by Margot, Tom, and their friends Charlie Mace, Josie McNamara, and Regan Riskus. Speaking about the couple's expansion into the spirits market, she said, "Movies are a crazy business where you are selling something that isn't tangible. It's an idea. You have no idea how much it's going to make, who's going to see it, if they'll see it, or how it will be received. This feels a lot more straightforward. It's easier to predict things. You can lay this out on a spreadsheet in a way that you can't lay out a movie idea." According to Tom's IMDb page, the couple also have several upcoming projects together with their production company. Lucky Chap Productions is set to work on Olivia Wilde's Naughty and the upcoming The Sims movie. Clearly, mixing work and home life isn't a problem for these two. However, their biggest accomplishment to date has to be Barbie, the highest-grossing film of 2023 that has been nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. The couple's production company Lucky Chap is behind Greta Gerwig's film, with Margot, of course, playing the titular role of Barbie. What do Margot and Tom do for fun? When they're not taking their multi-billion-dollar films on tour around the world or relaxing in their LA mansion, Tom and Margot often enjoy visiting her native Australia. The pair went there on holiday in November of last year with a group of friends and were spotted out and about in Sydney. That same month, the couple both spoke at Variety's Power of Women event. Margot, Tom, and their production company, Lucky Chap Entertainment, were honored with the Producer of the Year award. The host asked how they were planning to spend their Barbie money. "I actually really haven't done anything that crazy," Margot said. "But now that you've said it, all my siblings are going to be like, 'Where's my house?'" Tom then joked, "We should buy some pink Ferraris." What is Tom Ackerley's net worth? With a career as impressive as Tom's, it's no surprise that his bank balance is booming. His net worth is estimated to be around $4 million, with his wife standing at a staggering $40 million. He's done pretty well for himself. Does Tom Ackerley have Instagram? The couple are notoriously private when it comes to their love life, but you can get a sneak peek by stalking Tom's Instagram account, Alpha Meows, and at Tom Ackerley Y. Although he doesn't often post pictures of them together, there are a few, including one of the pair on a night out with friends, with Margot sitting on his shoulders.